Tyson Fury's journey into boxing was practically written in the stars. Named after the formidable Iron Mike Tyson himself, starting his training at just 10 years old, Fury quickly became a dedicated student of the sport, mastering various boxing styles along the way. This allowed Fury to be like an encyclopedia of fighting styles and perfecting it all in one unorthodox boxing style, which led him to the top of the heavyweight division. Sit back as we uncover layer after layer this enigmatic boxing style which left many scratching their heads. What sets Fury apart is his unpredictability in the ring. Rather than sticking to a fixed fighting style, he adapts his approach to each opponent he faces. This versatility has been evident throughout his career, even in his trilogy with Wilder. Despite his towering 6'9" stature, Fury doesn't rely solely on his reach. He's adept at swarming opponents using footwork to create openings, or employing counterpunching tactics. This adaptability is his greatest strength, allowing him to outsmart opponents with a combination of strategy and skill. While Fury's approach may vary from fight to fight, there are certain techniques he frequently employs. These include his ability to switch stances, use his reach advantage effectively, and capitalize on his opponent's weaknesses. These tools, combined with his boxing intelligence, make Fury a formidable force in the ring. So let's start. Tyson Fury might not move as smoothly as Muhammad Ali did, but his footwork in the ring is still impressive. Despite his large size, Fury moves gracefully and fluidly, using his footwork to create advantageous positions during fights. His footwork was particularly crucial in his victory over Klitschko. Fury employed techniques like sidesteps to dodge Klitschko's attacks while setting up his own offensive moves. What's remarkable is Fury's ability to switch between southpaw and orthodox stances seamlessly, adding to the effectiveness of his footwork. Tyson Fury also has a clever tactic where he often lures his opponents in by stepping back, making them comfortable with coming forward. Then, just as he's about to reach the ropes, he surprises them. He might sidestep or suddenly lunge forward with one of his combos, catching them off guard and getting in close. That's when he gets into what's called the in-pocket boxing, where fighters are in super close range, almost touching heads. This gets us to the next part. Now, Fury's got some tricks up his sleeve for the pocket. One move he does is a sneaky headlock, locking up his opponent's arms and tilting their head down, setting them up for his powerful uppercut.
Right hand by Fury as well. Wilder somehow staying on his feet, taking supernatural strength.
Fury throwing that uppercut again.
Wilder, and that's it. It's over.
Another slick move is when he leans his shoulder on their shoulder, tucking his head behind theirs and on top of their hand. Then when their hand drops, he steps back and throws a quick punch, taking advantage of the opening. It's all about finding those little openings and capitalizing on them.
Steve's almost done here. Look at this.
There's another cutter and he's down. Cunningham is knocked out by Fury. Fury got the right in and Cunningham is floored.
Feinting is like a secret weapon in sports and life. It's all about keeping others guessing so they can't catch you off guard. In combat sports, feinting is key for many top fighters. Take Tyson Fury, for example. He's a master of feints. He's always moving his head, body, and hands, making opponents unsure of his next move. Sometimes he'll fake a punch several times before throwing a real one. But here's the twist. Just when opponents think they figured out his feints, Fury throws a punch without warning. This messes up their timing and throws them off balance. So feinting isn't just about tricking opponents, it's about keeping them on their toes and staying one step ahead. In boxing, the jab is king. It's the punch that sets everything up. Champions are known for their skillful use of the jab, and Tyson Fury is no exception. Fury's jab is versatile. Sometimes he flicks it out quickly to throw off his opponent's timing. Other times he uses a more traditional jab to score points and gauge distance. And then there are the jabs he throws from his waist, adding an element of unpredictability to his attack. What makes Fury's jabs so effective is its variation. He mixes it up constantly, keeping his opponents guessing and racking up points in the process. It's a simple but crucial weapon in Fury's arsenal. Fury's got some sneaky moves up his sleeves to catch his opponents off guard. One of his favorites is throwing his backhand over their jab. It's a surprise move that often leaves his opponents scrambling to defend themselves. Another trick he uses is with his jab. When his opponent's guard is uptight, he'll throw a wide jab to shift their hand out of the way, creating a perfect opening for his powerful right hand to land. And when he throws that right hand, he's always moving his head to the side to dodge any punches coming his way. It's like he's always thinking 2 steps ahead, setting up his next move while avoiding his opponent's attacks. Fury has won 24 out of his 35 boxing matches by knockout, showing he's got serious power. But he's not the kind of boxer who goes all out for knockouts. Instead, he prefers to land punches that make his opponents feel his strength without exhausting himself. He saves his energy for the right moment to go for the knockout. However, in his fight against Wilder, he changed things up. He came out aggressively from the start, putting pressure on Wilder and aiming for the knockout right from the beginning. Fury's defense is considered top-notch in the heavyweight division. He's really good at using his knowledge of boxing and his long reach to make it tough for opponents to land punches on him. He effortlessly dodges punches by moving his head, shoulders, and body. And he's great at using feints and footwork to stay out of harm's way. Fury's hand positioning makes his guard elusive and hard to predict. A standout feature of his guard is how he keeps the lead hand low, tempting opponents to aim for his head. Yet he swiftly dodges their punches with precise timing and head movement. As he slips punches, Fury often steps forward, closing the distance and moving into blind spots. This tactic makes it tough for opponents to land effective strikes, preventing them from getting comfortable and throwing punches effectively. Understanding these fundamentals of Fury's style gives insight into what makes him such a formidable heavyweight champion. Sun Tzu, a famous military strategist, highlighted the importance of deception in warfare. His quote emphasizes the need to appear different from what you really are in order to gain an advantage over the enemy. In simpler terms, it means that in boxing, just like in war, it's crucial to hide your true intentions. This strategy keeps your opponent guessing and gives you the upper hand. Opponents often get frustrated when they can't hit Fury, so they start swinging wildly. This actually plays into Fury's hands because it leaves them open to his counterattacks. In his fight against Wilder, Fury's defense was on full display. He dodged most of Wilder's big punches, and then quickly countered with his own shots, like jabs and left hooks. Tyson Fury's defense is top-notch thanks to his skillful head movement. He's like a master at dodging punches, smoothly slipping and rolling to avoid getting hit. This makes it really tough for his opponents to land clean shots on him. What's impressive is how he times his movements perfectly, throwing off his opponent's rhythm. It's like he's always one step ahead, disrupting their flow and making it hard for them to find their groove in the fight. But here's the thing. Fury doesn't just move his head when his opponent throws punches. He's constantly bobbing and weaving, staying on the move and staying ready to react to whatever comes his way. This makes him a tricky target to hit and sets him up for counterattacks. Tyson Fury isn't just a great fighter. He's also a master of mind games. During fights, he'll act cocky and taunt his opponents to mess with their heads. He's also not afraid to use trash talk before the fight to intimidate them. His trash talk formula usually goes like this. He makes eye contact, talks himself up, threatens to hurt them, throws a personal insult, boosts himself again, and ends with the initial threat repeated. This kind of talk gets inside his opponent's head, making them doubt themselves. So when it's time to fight, they're not at their best because of the doubts Fury planted in their minds. Overall, Fury's speed, power, and strong chin along with his unconventional style have made him a legendary heavyweight. Victories against Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder have solidified Fury's place in boxing history as a champion who breaks the mold of his weight class. What are your thoughts on Fury's unique boxing style? Have we missed anything? Do you think Fury will become the undisputed champion? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.